Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Brent Bridgman and you're watching the JFL Boat Build Series right here. Alright, so we worked really hard. I forgot to do an intro for the last segment for the Cimarron ski boat. It left 2 days ago. Customer's super happy. You'll see the video at the end of this video. And then we're gonna go into another episode that I'll probably release in a few days. So in the next episode, you're gonna see bits and pieces of the Ranger Z20R. And then we're gonna go into the 21-foot Bumblebee that just came in. We're gonna lift the cap off of it. We're gonna do the stringers and the transom. So it'll be a good episode. But anyway, we're here today and this is the wrap up on the Cimarron ski boat. Join me and hopefully you learn something out of it and you get to see the customer show up and he's very happy with the product. So let's get into it.
Hey everybody, it's Brent. So this
Cimarron fish and ski boat has been kicking my butt, but we're almost there. We have the stringers in and I have you on the auto follow. We're just testing it a little bit to see if we got it fixed. For a while there we didn't have it fixed, but anyway, if you look over here in the boat, we've got the stringers in, and right now we're going to do a time lapse. I'm going to totally wrap the stringers in chop strand and 1708. We'll bring in the 1708 first to make the little transition from the hull of the boat to the actual stringers on both sides. Then we'll bring in the chop strand to go over the top. What we need to do is round off the top edge of the stringers just a little bit, because whenever you have a sharp edge and you try to lay chop strand of any sort, I don't care how fine it is, even if it's ½ ounce, I use 1½ ounce. It'll always leave an air pocket. So what you need to do is give that a little bit of a round edge, and you take a sanding block that's curved, or you can make it out of like a PVC pipe, cut the pipe in half, then you stick them, and you know, the sandpaper with the sticky back, and then you're gonna use like 60 grit or 80 grit, because Cusa board shaves down really fast. So anyway, we're gonna do that, and then after that, we're gonna make a pattern out of clear plastic first of the actual floorboard, and then while the stringers are drying from doing the 1708 and the chop strand, what we're going to do is we've already coated both sides of this Cusa board with 1708, so it's really rigid, it's really strong. So then from there, anytime this is drying today, I got to work on the bottom of the boat. We're gonna get our belt sander and we're gonna climb underneath this thing. I've already featured a lot of that part, so we're not gonna include that in this video, but just know that while the floorboard is drying this evening, I'm gonna be under the boat all day. Since this is now set up and cured, I can work on the bottom of the boat perfectly now. So at first, I built up the bottom 1/4 inch to give the boat strength so I could do the stringers. The stringers are now in, they're solid, and after I get them, the 1708 and the chop strand in it, it'll allow me to go underneath and finish the pretty work underneath. And then the center section of the boat's going to be black gel coat. Just spoke with the customer this morning. He's going to take the boat home, strip it, and then probably bring it back the last 2 weeks of November to get all the metal flake done. So this boat's gonna be brand new from head to toe. You should see his trailer. In fact, when he brings the trailer, I'll take a picture and some video of it. He did an immaculate job. It's got new rims and tires, new bunks, new paint, new lights, new wiring. So this boat will be absolutely brand new. I'm assuming that they'll have the upholstery done too. So this will be exactly like your $200,000 lake boat. So super impressed. These old boats are built really tough, just like the older bass boat I'm working on. So I'm really happy to see something from this era getting restored better than it was. Like, this boat will never ever deteriorate ever again because of the Cusa board. And then the customer just needs to keep the body clean, and it's a sentimental heirloom of the family. So maybe it can go on for generations and generations. What I can tell you is this boat will last forever because of the work that's being done now, and that is phenomenal. We're going to use a UV gel coat, which protects any flake from fading. So this boat will never yellow like it has, and it will forever, as long as they keep it covered and keep, anything you put in direct sunlight is going to either crack or blister or fade. I don't care how much UV protecting you have, but as long as they take care of the boat's outer appearance for the life of the boat, this boat should live on for 100 or more years. So it's pretty awesome to see these older boats getting fixed up, and I'm glad that I get to be part of that. So some of these older boats had a lot of style. This boat has beautiful style. I love it. And the walkthroughs have always been a really favorite of mine. But ultimately, at the end of the day, this kind of boat doesn't do what I need it to do. So anyway, over here yesterday, I just put PVA over the gel coat so we can get a hard top coat. I filled in the big ugly hole that was here. There was a bunch of other holes from miscellaneous stuff. Somebody had put 2 different types of trolling motor on here. So now all those holes are filled. This section will stay this gray. This is the gray, same as the console. This is the gray we're going with to replace the white. So you're gonna still have the burgundy metal flake. You're still gonna have the chrome pinstriping, and you'll still have the brand new red metal flake, which is a little darker than the original Ranger Cup series. I wanted it a little darker because the seats have like a burgundy piping, a burgundy panel, and then the seats are gray. So I'm trying to more match the seats to the whole boat. Now the interior is getting all SeaDek, and that will be custom done by myself. I might have the logos CNC'd somewhere, but I haven't figured that part out yet. I could manually do them, but I want them perfect. So I'll probably sublet that part out. But anyway, just want to give you guys an update. This is going to be the end of this video, and we're not going to do any more filming of the ski boat, the Cimarron, except for like when it's leaving on the trailer with a floor in it, because we have lots of video to film at the end of November when it comes back for the fiberglass metal flake gel coat. So anyway, that's the end of this session in this series, and we'll be back on this boat. We have a new boat showing up tomorrow night, and that's going to be a separation of a cap and hull. We're doing stringers and a transom, and it's in a Bumblebee bass boat. So we'll be filming that a little bit. I'm going to try to stay away from the lengthy videos, more than 20 minutes long. It seems like the retention is better when I do 15 minutes to 20 minutes. So we're going to do that, and hopefully this follow has done a good job, and I will see you guys next Tuesday. Sorry for the 2-week gap. these up right away. I'll probably do a time lapse. I might do a little less of a time lapse so you guys can actually see the process. And you guys haven't seen, but behind me here, let's see if that's in the frame. What you're looking at there, that is a 21-foot Bumblebee. So this boat is going to have this whole entire rub rail taken off. We're going to take the cap, lift the cap off, and then we are going to start taking out the wood stringers and take out the wood transom, replacing it all with Cusa board and 1708 and chop strand. And I'm going to try to have this boat done by the end of October so we can move to our new shop and finish gel coating the Ranger Z20R. And so that's the next project. It's already sitting here. We're going to finish this Cimarron by Wednesday night, and the customer can pick it up Thursday. And then this is our next project. So this will be the next boat on the channel. We're also going to continue to do some stuff on the Ranger. I've already repaired the nose, and it's ready. It's sanded down. It's ready for gel coat. When we move to the new building, I'll take the rub rail off the Ranger. Actually, I might take it off before we go over there, but I was thinking we'll leave it together until we get over there. We got plenty to do on this boat before we move to the new building, which is right across the way. So right now they're doing all the construction inside, the walls and all that stuff. So we'll be down there in the last two big bays. That's 3,000 square feet. The current building we are in right now is 1,000 square feet. So we got 3 boats in here. My boat's way in the back. You got the Cimarron, you got this Bumblebee, and we're full. So anyway, what we're gonna do is we will head on to that new shop and we will start doing a lot more work. I've got a special surprise coming up November 5th. And you guys will literally not even believe what's gonna happen next at the JFL Boat Build Series. All I could say is yours truly, old Brent Bridgman's going to change the game a little bit. So let's just say I'm working on a project with a very big client, and we are going to make one of probably the best deck boat out there with twins. So the cat's out of the bag, sorta, but I'm building a plug. Then we're gonna build 3 molds, and then we're gonna start popping them out right here in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. And the customer is gonna come up with a name for his boat company, and then he will give that to me shortly so we can start including it in some of the renderings. But yeah, we're gonna build a real boat from scratch. All right, you guys, I'm gonna bring the camera around this side since the sun kind of went away. Anyways, we've got these covered. There we go. All right, so all of the, we don't want to get resin on those. All of the joints, connections, we fiberglassed the inside earlier this morning. Now the outside is covered. Remember, we rounded off these very subtly, like with the 1/8 inch round. What's cool about that is it makes a 1/4 inch round when you add 2 layers of fiberglass. So now it's got a nice round edge, and then makes it easy for carpeting. And sorry if there's wind. The wind just decided to pick up. But anyway, these I just got done, so we're gonna let this cure. So as this cures, probably later tonight, maybe not. It's already late. But it's taken me all day to do these 2 seat boxes. But it's worth it in the end because this is the main focal point. This is what holds your seats. When you're going over the waves, everything. A lot of pressure is on these, so they have to be built very strong. So these are Cusa board, 100% Cusa board with 1708 on both sides of the main structure and the seating area. There's also, you can see the 1708 grid here, the 1708 grid here. You can see the 1708 grid here, the 1708 grid here. So everything structurally is 1708. Then the corners are all chop strand mat. So all those screw holes got covered up with resin and the chop strand mat. So anyway, that's how you make seat boxes. Now these will get fiberglassed into the hull tomorrow. We'll make a paste to glue the edge down to the floorboard, and then I'll put 1708 straps the whole length of all 3 sides. This side, and this side. Remember, the front is left wide open, so you can shove shoes and things like that in there. So anyway, that's what it looks like, and we will continue the rest of this tomorrow. We'll add some time lapses, and then I will start editing this film. Hopefully this boat leaves Thursday evening. If not, it'll leave Friday or Saturday. But stuff like this just takes more time than you can plan for. This is a custom enclosure for the seat. There was no telling how much time this would take. But anyway, it took about 8 hours to do both boxes, but they're finished. Now they can be installed into the floorboard in their original location. And these are the measurements that the customer gave me. So anyway, they look good. I'm happy with them. So yeah, that's about it. It is 3:30 in the morning on Sunday morning. I think it's the 28th of September. But anyway, just finished laying down the black gel coat over the entire Cusa board floor, and then I clear coated the top stringers to show the different layers. Looks pretty cool. That'll settle out. It'll be nice. It's kind of just my little signature, so you can see the layers of Cusa underneath the clear. It also just, when you open the engine bay, if anyone ever asked, you could prove that the boat had Cusa board. And you know, the Cusa runs also like right under here. These boxes are all Cusa. The floorboard's all Cusa. We got the box, those panels back there, all Cusa. They're covered, this will all get carpeted. Went up to the ridge, like we talked about. That way there's a smooth surface to carpet to. This thing should be really easy to carpet. In the morning, when I wake up, I will wash the entire boat down. And what I'm gonna do right now is throw down some PVA. So this will set up quick. I'm just waiting for the clear to set up. And then, like I said, I can rinse that out. So, but anyway, yeah, it's done. So there we go. Super happy. You see he redid his trailer. It looks awesome. Inside looks great. Another satisfied customer. That trailer looks really good.